Alright, welcome back to the channel. We've got map 8 and day 2 of the AQ Nimrod variation. First fight up. This isn't my fight, and you're going to see why it's not my fight. Now the AQ team, we've got Odin, Corvus, and Venompool. Now I'm going to speed up this section 1 because it's pretty slow, and I'd rather not. Basically the goal is to knock her down and build up my Odin Force charges, smoothing and efficiently, and there I get hit, which is annoying, to say the least. There I'm going to throw my special 2. It does a lot of damage. Yeah, so there you get the special 2, and that's pretty much it for me. Yeah. So this AQ is pretty mistake-filled. I'm gonna revive Odin because I also wanted to see if he would work against Peni, the boss. And that's what I also wanted to test, but yeah. And so we're gonna go in and kill her. I have this whole first section sped up because it's pretty slow, and like my section 1 path, Bob and Weave, critical strengths, that's a very slow path considering you've got Punisher, OG Punisher, you have Cable, Professor X, War Machine. That's not really fun to watch, so that's why it's not there. And so we're gonna claim some stuff out of the overflow because yeah, there I'm just scrolling through to see if there's anything else that I missed, and I didn't. And now we're gonna go back into it. So yeah. And now we're going to go into the War Machine fight. And this is where I'm going to get my first Corvus charge. Now this fight's pretty slow. So I want to intercept or dash back to remove the critical hits. And I also get a perfect block chance thing as the attacker. Now the opponent on this fight regenerates, whatchamacallit, 250% of the damage they deal on the block as healing, basically, and they recover that. So people like War Machine, Cable, and Punisher, who have very hard special ones to avoid, at least, or to avoid part of it, it's not easy. I try and use Odin for this fight because I wanted to kill him before anything happened, because Odin's pretty tanky. He's rank 3 at this point. Definitely stay tuned soon, and like in the coming 2 months, an Odin rank 3 showcase on how good this guy can be. But yeah, I want him to throw the special 2 and see if it did anything. It didn't really do much there. So now I'm just going to get back to it again and see if I can end him. But spoiler alert, that did not go as planned. So my energized buffs fall off. I'm trying hard to bait his special 2. He's not really being cooperative. He's not wanting to throw it. So now he does. And look at all that healing he got there. So he just healed 5% from that, which sucks. But he's dead now. So that makes this path quite a challenge to get through. Yeah, it does make this path a tedious pain to try and do. This is a pretty item-heavy AQ. And the reason why it was an item-heavy AQ, whenever you bring in new chaps, or whenever you're experimenting with a new path, and this is something with AQ in general, is you're going to have to, you're trying to find the best champion for the path that you can comfortably use. There he does a pretty good amount of health from inheriting them in the block, but it's just, yeah, it's annoying to try and experiment on a path and find the right counter. There I'm going to get to my special 2 in this fight. But yeah, Professor X is much more of a groggy, slow fight because of his falter that you have to wait out. That does make this annoying. Odin I brought in for section 2, and Venompool I bring for the boss. I bring in a backup for the boss just because, in case if we need it. Turns out that's not true. Turns out that's not true at all, and we don't really need that much of a solution. Yeah, there I go for a stand-up intercept and I get hit, which, well, it happens. I'm going to bait the special 1. Now, I'm going to wait for the falter to wear out. he recovers from his special 1 and 2 so slowly that when you have to falter, you can literally stand right in front of him and wait for them to wear off and throw a line attack and you'll hit him every time. So there's that. That's why that Professor X fight went pretty smooth. That's something in general. This was the mistake of mistakes. And this is just, oh my gosh. This is a slog. If I hit her with basic hits, Claire will nullify your buffs on contact if you throw mediums and light attacks, she will nullify you on contact. If you throw heavies or special, she won't nullify you. I am trying to get to my special 2 efficiently and throw it and get her down. That doesn't work. I am going to run under glaive charges on this try. I'm not going to die, but it really is annoying that I have to keep this process going, because this really was just bad planning and bad execution by me, which really did make it harder for me to get through this fight. So now I'm just trying to bait her special 2. She's not throwing it, and it's getting annoying now. She finally throws it. I gotta dex that against the wall, and I gotta bait a heavy, throw that, and then I'm going to try and hit her again with basic hits and throw my special 2 and try and get her down. That doesn't do it, but I hit her again and then we'll do it. So yeah, pretty annoying fight, and that's it for my Section 1 path. So that was just fun. Oh wait, no, I take this fight in Section 1 too. This fight is also annoying, but yeah. The same strategy as the clairvoyant fight. Just hit him, except I'm not going to throw heavies as much because you never want to take Corvus in against Claire. That's a bad idea, and it showed last fight. So now we're just going to try and get to our special 2 and then kill him with it. But make sure he's at 0 flux dispersal charges. Oh no, I throw my special 1 because of the pull thing. Because of, there's also pull on this node where projectiles do 100% more damage, and basic hits do, I think, 75% that? There's, I think, 25% less damage, I believe. It reduces damage of actual contact hits, so the projectile does much more damage there, as you see. So yeah, that's pretty much the annoying part of that path. Now my section 2 is much easier. This is the Arrogance, Ebb and Flow Intercept, and Faltering Mind, where falter effects increase by an extra second, and every 10 hits of my combo I will get a falter passive on me. But with this lane killer fight, basically what it does is whenever I intercept, I gain 2 vigilance, and when I parry, I gain 1 vigilance. And whenever a miss would happen, the miss will fail and it'll consume 1 of those charges. So now I have that, and I'm going to intercept twice to get some of it back. And I'm going to throw my special 2, and this gets him close to dead, but unfortunately doesn't get him dead. So now we're just going to throw a heavy for some reason. I want to get another intercept again, but he's not doing it. There I try and dash it, and he intercepts me with the special 2 and I die. So that's annoying, considering that happened to me. But, you know, what are you going to do? It happens. I'm debating on what I should do here, and whether I should revive and go back in and get the lane killer for this path, or just kill him with Corvus. And I ultimately decide on just killing him with Corvus and using him for this. I revive Odin later to handle the boss, or at least try to. Like, I try and experiment in all the wrong ways. So here I'm going to revive, and I'm going to heal Odin and also heal Corvus with team health potions. So I'm going to go to the next fight instead of my inventory. The exact same thing, you want to intercept as much as you can to gain as many vigilance charges. If you kill the miles, you have to do this for the whole path. Or at least, if you want to make the path easier, bring in a champion like Corvus, or bring in someone who can do the fights effectively. Oh, and also when I have a falter on because of the arrogance node, my defensive ability accuracy is reduced by 100%, so my parries won't work. But that's not important. But, well, it is important. What's more important, my bad, is that you want, with the lane killer first fight, is to plan the path so that way you can bring in the most versatile champ for a path. If you feel like Corvus is going to be the best to handle all the fights in the path and they're not Corvus unfriendly, then you bring him in. If you feel like Hercules will be the best, or Captain Marvel will be the best, or Doctor Doom, basically you just want to bring in the right champs that you're comfortable with to get through these fights. This is the most annoying fight on the path for me, because his immortality, it's so long, especially when you have to bait specials. It really is annoying. So we're going to get him there. Now, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to just hit him on block, because his immortality is pausing specials. The Infuriate reduces my offensive ability accuracy by 60%, but now his immortality's gone. I'm going to throw the special. Fight's over, just like that. And that's my section 2. Now, this Peni was already almost dead, so now I think I heal... Oh, no, I'm just going to go straight in with Odin. Because I wanted to see if his SP2 damage would actually kill her. So now I'm trying to fight Peni how I normally would, and that is hitting her through block and getting that sync shield down. I don't do that here, which in hindsight was a big mistake, because now she's at her special 1, and I can't really get a foothold of this fight. You'll definitely see that happen here. So she's going to throw it. I nearly misspaced the timing on that special. I want to get to my special 2 and just nuke, but I can't do that, unfortunately. So I have to bait this out, and it actually almost kills me. I'm going to hit him through block a little bit, just to try and get that sync shield down, because she'll auto-block me the second I strike her. There I just took a blocked hit, and the suicides killed me. That didn't work. And so now I do this fight, but I do it right. I go in there with Corvus, and that ultimately was the right idea. Again, Corvus are champions that can do a lot of heavy damage, can take advantage of this fight. I badly mistimed that. That really was an awful mistime. That really was bad. But you see my heavies are doing a lot of damage because of heavy assault, and she doesn't have that protection up, so she can't really do anything against me. And it's working out in my favor. Now I want to hit her through block. Now she can't auto-block me because her sync shield isn't up, regardless of how many spider sense charges she has. Now I want to bait this out, throw another heavy, and that's the fight. So, yeah, that's my AQ for this one. So that was pretty good. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and flex on the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything new. And I'll see you soon.